Today, let's do a review on this Ascot Rainbow Euphorbia. So I purchased this Ascot Rainbow Euphorbia about 3 years ago, and I only bought one plant because I want to see how it would do in my garden here. So let's take a look at the color of this Ascot Rainbow Euphorbia. The newer growth tends to be green with yellow edges versus the older growth, which tends to have overall green with red edging. I'm glad the sun is out right now after a few days of rainy weather. So where I have it, it's at a full sun location, but the tag does say it can take part sun if you live in a very hot climate. We do get pretty hot here in my southern environment during the summer. Where I have it, I don't really water it as much. I water when I can, once every 3 to 4 days. Where I do live, we do get rain on a regular basis, but in the past couple years it has been drier. So even when we go through a period of no rain, I really don't water it as much either. So maybe again every 3 to 4 days, or sometimes I might forget. Let's look at the soil requirement. I don't fertilize this plant at all since I've grown it. So what that means is that it can do pretty good with whatever soil I have here. But I will say too that I do have clay soil, so it does contain a lot of nutrients. But when I read up on it, it can take poor soil environment. It has a moderate growth rate. When I purchased the plant, I think it came with like I would say no more than 3 stems or limbs, and now you can see it has multiplied. Looking at this, I would say between 30 to 50 stems. It has a clumping habit. It doesn't spread by a rhizome or anything like that. And if you're like me, I prefer plants to have a clumping habit instead of like spread by seeds or by rhizomes. As far as perennials go, the size of it, it's about 2 feet in width and 2 feet in height. That's pretty much what the tag says. The tag says 20 by 20. So this plant is deer resistant. From what I know, the foliage is poisonous. So I guess that's why deer will stay away from it. So if you have deer issue like I do, this is a good alternative for you. So the one negative thing that I would say about this plant is the fact that it can revert back to the original plant. You can see here that there's no variation, with the yellow and the green. So, and I've been noticing several of this reversion now. So what I do to help with that is to cut the plant down. Like I would probably cut it down to there, or just cut that whole stem off, so that way you don't have the original plant. So the reason you want to remove it is because if you don't, your whole entire plant can be taken over or will become the original plant. And the original plant here, it tends to grow a lot faster than the variegation part here. So it's important to cut this back before you lose that whole variegation, which is why you want this plant in the first place. During the spring and the summer, they look more yellowish overall. Like you see more of the yellow, not really the red. I just noticed the red when it became colder. So the zones for this plant are 6 to 9. If you are in the same growing zone as me, it will give you 4 seasons of interest. And I did mention it, I haven't noticed any pest issue with this plant as far as what I can tell. For me personally, I do love this plant. If I see more of it during the spring, I will grab some because I have a spot that I would like to plant more of it. Well, that is it for this video. I hope you found it enjoyable and helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and until my next video, take care and bye for now.